Hi, I'm Kira K. Dixon, and today Caitlin Clark is under the umbrellas. Welcome, Caitlin.
Thanks for having me. Excited to be here.
Well, I heard that it's your first time at Augusta National. So what are the impressions so far?
Oh gosh, this is a place that's on literally everyone's bucket.
Hi, I'm Carrie K. Dixon, and today on Under the Umbrellas, we're joined by none other than Caitlin Clark. Welcome, Caitlin. Caitlin, thanks for having me. I'm really excited to be here. So, I heard this is your very first time at Augusta National. What are your first thoughts? Caitlin, oh wow, this place is on everyone's must-see list, and now I totally get why. It's breathtaking. You see it on TV, but being here in person is something else. Everywhere you look, it's like a picture-perfect postcard. But the TV doesn't show everything. The hills here? No joke. My legs were sore just from walking the course yesterday, so that was your pre-season training, Caitlin. I'm thinking, maybe some golf. I
think you see it on TV, but when you actually get here, it's a completely different experience. So beautiful. Wherever you look, it's like a postcard. It's amazing. I think the one thing that you can't tell on TV is the hills. You can't really prepare for that. My legs were a little sore yesterday, but it's just unreal. It's perfect.
That's
honestly.
your preseason workout.
Yes, exactly. Getting my legs back in shape.
There you go. Yeah, what did you do? I walked the golf course.
Yeah, that's how I got back in shape.
Maybe I'll become a pro golfer next. She was joking, sort of.
I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to do the next day. So maybe play some golf. I think that's what I'm going to do until it gets too cold in Indiana. So I got that. I'll become a professional golfer.
King Augusta's famous hills counted as her preseason workout. Now, she doubled down with a grin, saying her off-season was basically golf training. Even as a spectator, just walking the course was enough to get the legs burning. It was classic Caitlin Clark, focused, funny, and always just a little bit sarcastic. That competitive spirit never really takes a break. Carrie, so your family's here with you too, just off camera. When I told my family I'd be working at the Masters.
So your family is here with you. They're just off camera. When I told my family that I was working the Masters tournament, that I would get to be here.
That's not even working. It's a treat.
But I would even get to be in the vicinity of Augusta National. They were so excited. What was their reaction when you found out that you were going to all get to come?
What was your family's reaction when they found out they were coming with you for once? Caitlin wasn't the one in the spotlight. She was soaking it all in as a fan, sharing the moment with the people closest to her. Caitlin,
this is at the top of their bucket list too. They can't get enough of it. I slept in today. My brother and my dad were here right when the gates opened. They were walking around. Nobody's playing. And that's what a lot of patrons do. They just walk around and want to see the course, and that's what my dad and my brother were doing. So they can't get enough of it. We've tried every single food. We're going down the list. So.
What's the favorite?
The very top of their bucket list. My brother and dad were here the second the gates opened, just walking around, even before anyone was playing. That's what so many people do here, just explore the course. They love it. We've also been on a mission to try all the food. We're checking everything off the list. When it comes to Augusta's famous food, Caitlin Clark made it her mission to try everything on the menu. She admitted she may have gone a little overboard with the desserts.
My favorite, I think the Georgia peach ice cream sandwich. You can't go wrong with that. It's the peach isn't overpowering. The sugar cookie is really good. Had a couple of them yesterday. I'm going to need to get some extra conditioning in when I get back to Indianapolis. But, you can't go wrong with anything. There's just so many things that are so good. And maybe it just tastes better because the view is also so amazing. But yeah, it's been fun.
Are you a pimento person?
Not a huge pimento person, but
it's a unique taste.
I would pick the chicken salad on the honey wheat before that. Okay. I really like the chicken salad. That's my go-to sandwich if I'm picking one.
Yeah, I like that. The protein gets you through the day.
It's really good.
Once she gets back to Indiana. Whether she's grabbing a honey wheat chicken salad sandwich or scouting out her next snack, Caitlin is soaking up every moment of being a fan. Caitlin, I think my favorite so far has to be the Georgia peach.
How have you planned your outfits this week?
Ooh, well, I brought a ton of clothes because I didn't really know about the weather when I got here, but it's been perfect. But just trying to look the part at least, you know.
You do look the part, but you're a golfer. You know exactly what it takes.
I haven't gone to the merch area yet, so we're gonna get some good.
Okay, what's
Masters. Everything. But also then you gotta buy for people too. You gotta stock up on Christmas gifts. My brother's already gone. He spent a bunch of money, I'm sure.
Oops.
I'll be up there too, but I'll get some hats, get some nice golf gear, because it's exclusive. You can only get it here, so you gotta go crazy while you can.
Yeah.
You just can't go wrong with it. The peach flavor isn't too strong, and the sugar cookie? So good. I had a couple yesterday, so yeah, I'll be doing some extra conditioning when I'm back in Indianapolis. But honestly, everything tastes amazing. Maybe it's the food, maybe it's the view, or both. Carrie, are you a pimento cheese person?
I've been watching like TikTok hauls of like what people buy so I can be prepared of what I want to get.
Well, because when you go in there, you have to have a strategy.
You have to have a plan, yeah.
It's overwhelming.
There's so many people in there. I'll probably get some coffee mugs. My brother said the coffee mugs were going off I'm a big coffee person, so get some coffee mugs.
Honey wheat before that. That's my favorite sandwich. It's solid, has protein to keep you going through the day, and it just tastes great. And just like any fan heading to the Masters, Caitlin put thought into her look, but the weather kept her guessing. She packed plenty of options.
So I remember I was pretty young and like I loved every sport. My parents like
I
wanted to try whatever I could. And I remember on one of my birthdays, I forget how old I was turning, but I was pretty young. I got my first set of golf clubs and they were like bright pink, like the kid golf clubs. And I would always beg my dad to like take me and go golfing. I just really enjoyed it. I loved being outside. You know, I wasn't obviously very good. I still am a hack, but I think I just like love being outside.
For anything and still look the part. And while she hadn't even hit the merchandise tent yet, she already had a plan. Carrie, so how'd you plan your outfits this week? Caitlin, I packed a ton of clothes. I had no idea what the weather would be like. Luckily, it's been beautiful. But yeah, I just wanted to look the part a little bit. I haven't made it to the merchandise tent yet, but it's definitely on the list. I need to grab some good stuff, not just—
love the competitive aspect of it. It's like a battle with yourself. Like it's an individual sport. It's so different than basketball or the other sports that I played growing up. So I think it makes you have this mental toughness about you. I think that's what I love about it. But a lot of my friends played growing up and throughout college and even now professionally, some of my teammates play. So it's like a fun competitive thing we get to do together. Yeah. And that's what I love about it. And yeah. That's the one bad thing about the WNBA is like it's during the summer, so I don't get to go out and golf as much, but I try to make as much time as I can without hurting my back because I still need to make some shots, you know, here
and there.
But yeah, I mean, I got into it at a young age and I've really always just loved it and I'm very average at it, but it's so hard. Like everybody's mostly pretty average, but yeah, it's fun. I enjoy it.
Family and friends too. Got to start thinking about Christmas gifts. My brother already hit the merch area and, well, let's just say he didn't hold back. I'll be up there soon getting some hats and golf gear. It's all exclusive, you can only get it here, so yeah, I'm going to go a little crazy while I can. Yes, that means gifts for the
But also I think like understanding how much I enjoy it and how peaceful it is, it's like such a nice way to get away from basketball and what your reality is every single day and just to do something where you can like calm your mind and be away from people and be outside.
Mugs. Caitlin proudly calls herself a caffeine queen, so those mugs are non-negotiable. She even confessed to prepping for the shopping trip by watching TikTok merch hauls. Caitlin, I've been watching TikToks to see what people are buying so I know what to look for. You really do need a plan. There are so many people, and
Why do basketball players specifically seem to love golf so much?
That's a really good question. Honestly, I really do think that like, one, it's a great escape for us. I think two, you know, we're so used to the team aspect and then you get out on the course and it's such a challenge with yourself. Like, it's you, the golf ball, the golf club, like the course, like that's all it is. You know, you don't have teammates to rely on. It's just a battle with yourself. And
it's almost like a mental exercise that you can use.
It really makes you mentally tough. And I think that's also what's really impressive about these professional golfers out here. Like you hit a bad shot, you don't have time to sulk, like you got to move on. And it is similar to basketball in the same way. Like you miss a shot, you got to move on. But, you know, they're the one that has to step up and take the next shot. They don't have other teammates to rely on. So I think that's what's really impressive.
My brother said those are flying off the shelves. And I'm a huge coffee person, so that's a must. That's what makes this moment so relatable. Caitlin Clark at Augusta isn't just a sports icon at a legendary golf course, she's all of us. Soaking it in.
But the most important thing is managing your nerves here. How much do you relate to that? I know that you said you don't really get that nervous in basketball, but every once in a while I'm sure something does spike.
Well, it was just like interesting, like walking around yesterday, like the fans are just like so on top of you. And I think as an athlete, like when you're in your element and you're competing and doing your thing, you don't always realize that. So I'm sure the guys get in their zone and kind of go about their business how they always do. But that element is always something that you can't prepare for.
Even shared where her love for golf began. Caitlin, I've loved sports since I was little, any sport, really. On one of my birthdays, I can't remember how old I was, but I was pretty young, I got my first set of golf clubs. They were bright pink, definitely kid-sized, and I was obsessed. I used to beg my dad to take me out to play. I've always just loved being outside. I wasn't great at golf then, and honestly, I'm still
like just in basketball, like you don't show up to practice and there's not fans there yelling and screaming and cheering or walking alongside the ropes or sitting behind the green. Like those are just elements you can't prepare for. And, you know, you just kind of have to zone in and lock in and block out kind of all that noise, but also enjoy it at the same time. Cause, you know, this place is beautiful and incredible. And, you know, having fans or crowds or whatever it is follow you in professional sports, like that's what makes it really fun.